Hello. I thought that it might be time to do this Q&A that I spoke about. So here I am. I have my phone with me with all of your comments and a couple of emails, and I'm just going to wing this. I'm just going to go through intuitively in the moment and see what I am drawn to answer. Yeah, so I will wait for some people to join, if anyone is going to join live, if anyone is actually here. I don't really plan ahead, so I have kind of just intuitively gone with the moment, and this was the moment that I was to do this Q&A. So here I am. Hello, we have one person. Oh, we have a few. Hey, great to see you all. So I will begin quite soon, and if anyone live does have any questions, I will also have a look at the chat, and if I'm called to also answer these, I will. Oh, that's good. We have quite a few people with us now. Okay. I think I shall begin. That's a good question there from Molly in the chat. So I think, shall we start with that one? Okay, I'll start with your question, Molly. Yeah, so when I channel light language, I definitely feel really calm, like in the body. The way that I describe it, and what I noticed when I really when I was very first channeling light language was like, I think it's different for everybody, but I would notice this like rising energy feeling going up to my heart, and then there would just be like this calm like coming over me, like a soft blanket, like sometimes it's more intense and quite emotional. Like it definitely feels very emotional and very like, I really feel it here in the heart. So yeah, I'll be really relaxed, and then as the transmission comes through and the energy comes through, sometimes it's alchemizing a lot of very deep emotions. So I might feel that intensity, but it always does feel quite relaxing, and it feels very good. So yeah, I usually follow that sensation and that feeling too. So that's how I know that what I am speaking is kind of aligned with my higher self and my soul signature, which is important for anybody channeling anything. I feel like to channel ourselves first and to channel from our hearts first is super important. I see another question from Cynthia. Any of your channeled YouTube videos you recommend to heal the body? Actually, yes. So I'll just check what I actually called it, because I don't always retain what I call my videos because it's quite in the moment. Like I'll just channel the name, like this is the name. But there is one in particular because for a couple of years I have experienced chronic pain. It's been quite an initiation for me. But through that, I was able to channel frequency that actually helps, because in my situation, things such as pain medication wasn't working for me, and it was very strong pain. But yeah, basically, okay, it's called Miracle Tone. It's like Miracle Tone, 432 hertz, cosmic harmonizer, and pain reliever. So that's really good for the body. Like physically, I find it really helped me through like any times when I was having like a flare up of really bad pain. It actually helped. Like it's crazy to think like it's just sound, but it actually really does physically affect. the body. So I would say that one is definitely really good. And then there's also like mermaid crystal body codes, which is kind of more of the etheric body that it works on, but the etheric body influences the physical body. So that's another good one. It's also got the name Mintaka Orion starseed in there. I'm kind of wanting to show you, but I don't know if it will show up on the screen. Let's see. Let's see if it will show. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see. And is it the right way? I think it is. Mermaid crystal body codes. So yeah, I would say these are the main two. There's maybe another one or two in there too that are good for healing the body. Okay, so let's see. Any more questions? Oh, we have like an intuitive question. I will get to that soon. Cynthia's asking, Miracle Tone 432 Karmic Harmonized. Yes, yeah, that's the video. You found it. Yeah, I would say that one I really did design to affect the physical body, and I find that it really does. It definitely has for myself and some friends. So you can let me know how you get on with that. Ooh, the questions are coming in. So I think I might answer a few that some of you, I don't know if you're all live, but that some of you asked in the post, the community post where I was talking about the Q&A. So I think this was my favorite one because it's an astrology one, and astrology is just something like I've never officially studied, but is something that I've just sort of picked up. Oh, spatial awareness 0 is something that I've kind of just picked up a lot and absorbed like naturally, and yeah, just like I find quite fun. So someone has asked, Irene Aura has asked, what is your sun, moon, and rising? So my sun sign is Gemini, my moon sign is Sagittarius, and I'm rising Scorpio. So it's just like the astrology one there, because I saw there was another mention of astrology. Well, the question in the chat, so I'll kind of segue into that. Okay, so yeah, so it's basically like air, fire, water. I have quite a lot of water on my chart, which is probably unsurprising, considering all of the mermaid codes that I bring through. But I actually didn't know this until recently. I always thought that I would have had a lot of air just because of the way that I think people perceived me for a lot of my life. It was always like, oh, like you're in the clouds, like airy fairy, kind of like that. But yeah. Okay, so Stephen Brogan is asking like an intuitive question. I'm a Taurus, and you forgot your birthday. So it was recently. Happy belated birthday. And I'm still trying to figure myself fully. I'm in synchronicity, just there's a block. Okay, I will tune in. I've never like intuitively done this live before, but I like the idea of doing this. So I'll see what I receive, and I possibly might get a card deck and pull a card to kind of act as a tool to help focus in on that. What deck? What deck? Oh, I know what deck. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with Beyond Lemuria, Oracle card deck. So I was feeling guided to bring that deck for you. I'll see if there are any more things you said. Can I be many more lifetimes, like as far back as the start I've been drawn? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if you want to phrase that in another way, then I will answer. Okay, so pulling the card for the original question, basically about figuring yourself fully and yeah, just realizing, I guess, what that block is. Okay. Oh, wow. So the first card, I feel like I'm going to pull a couple for you. The first card is the Soul Star chakra, merging with the divine. So that is perfectly in alignment. So it seems like it's like you are there, but it's just a case of like synchronizing. It's funny you did use the word synchronicity. Synchronizing like the way that your life is structured with the way that your soul has like intended it to be. So it's like that connection to your soul is very much there, but it seems like there are some things in your life that maybe commitments or something that you have to do at the moment or have had to do for a while, and they're kind of like coming to an end, and like they're not kind of the ultimate path that your soul chose like when it came in. So just feeling into like what these things might be. It might be small things, and that should make a big difference and help you to release that feeling of like a block between you and your soul. Because there's not really, I'm feeling like there's not really a block. It's just a kind of slight realignment that's required. So yeah, I'll take one more card for you. Yes, okay. This one is reclaim your energy. So yeah, I'm feeling like it's like there's been commitments towards things that you've got quite responsibility for, or you feel that you have a responsibility to do, but it's time to reclaim your energy back from them. Because there are things that are ready to go and new things that are ready to open up for you. And as you reclaim your energy, you're going to feel the merging with the divine. So the merging with your original soul path that you intended when you came here, and that should release that feeling of that block. So yeah, cool. I hope that helps. And oh, another one in the chat. Taylor, did the light language come after your awakening, during, or before? That's a good question. So I've had many awakenings. Like I tend to believe that like all of us go through like different levels of awakening, and that it's like this continuous journey. And I would say like I've had probably like 3 or 4 main awakenings in my life. So I did come in connected to like angels, seeing auras, things like that. But it wasn't so much in the forefront of my life. It was just kind of there as normal, if that makes sense. And then I came to an awakening in about 2011, 2012, where I just began to see kind of like through the matrix, and just the way that everything was kind of, people were just living life by like default. And I'd kind of got into that pattern too by then. And it was just a complete like breaking of like the previous reality into like a new one and onto a more spiritual path. It wasn't easy though. There was a lot of trauma and purging that came up, and it went on for many, many years. And then I had a really, really positive awakening in 2014. But yeah, like light language didn't come till a bit later. So 2016 was a year when I had a lot more of my abilities begin to wake up. And I started to get curious about basically harmonizing the two sides of the brain. And this was basically because I basically got diagnosed with dyspraxia. I don't know if some of you might know what that is. It's kind of like, I guess, dyslexia, but for like spatial awareness and like things like mathematics, organization, finding places. It can affect a lot of people in different ways, but it's basically like an imbalance in the two sides of the brain, they say, or the connectivity is just different. So yeah, that made me very curious because I used to like study and I would struggle with my studies and I just always wanted to make it easier. So I decided I wanted to find a way where I could synchronize and harmonize the two sides of the brain better. And what I kind of received about that was to do with the heart being the kind of center that harmonizes the two sides of the brain. So that was the beginning. And then I started to play around with language and the breaking down words to their root meanings. And that was the beginning of light language for me. So I would just break words down into the most simple phonetics. And I began to receive downloads about what words originally meant and like just different meanings that were kind of locked into words and hidden. And so, yeah, I like kind of was playing around at that point with my own language. And then for about a week or so, I think I began speaking spontaneous light language. And then it wasn't actually until a year later, 2017, where I actually began to feel that rising feeling in my heart and where I actually began channeling, like from my higher self, from beings, from just different frequencies of light language. So it was 2017 that really began. So, you know, like I had a few awakenings and then it was just like then that really came forwards. So yeah. Let's see what else we have. I kind of lost my place. Oh yeah, here we are. Amrita saying about how you also changed your name legally as well and resonate with my walk-in story. I love that. I find a lot of walk-ins seem to be showing up on my path, and I really like it. And I love to be able to choose, like for people to be able to choose their own name. I feel like it's really powerful. Like I did that, and it's really allowed me to just like begin my work on this planet like I intended. So yes. Florence would like a message. I should do this. Oh, and Amrita as well. Oh, I kind of like this idea of like bringing in messages. I think I will do these two. But I feel like I might do a separate live for this kind of thing because it feels good, and I just feel like it'd be easier to go into more depth in a like a different live. But this might be something that I do more of. Okay, so I'll do yours, Amrita, first. Does your higher self have a message for you as a walk-in? And I've got the Beyond Lemuria deck again. I'm hearing like, of course, the higher self has a message. Okay. Oh, here we go. So the first one is this card, Evolution. I want you to get a good look at it because it's a really beautiful card. Oh, it's not focusing, but I think you probably get it. Yeah. So I'm really feeling that. the evolution of basically who you are now. Yeah, I'm feeling that there's a lot going on within your DNA, a lot of codes to be received and unlocked and interpreted. And the second card I got for you is this one. I love this card. It's the throat chakra. So it's about expressing your truth. So I'm feeling like it's like you're going through like an evolution and a transformation. And I'm feeling it's important for you, especially at this time, to be expressing that, even if it's not fully formed yet. Just expressing that in small ways, even if it's in a journal, but also can be in online spaces as well, if you have any like community or group or anything like that. It's feeling like that will be really helpful for you at this time in your evolution and yeah, as a walk-in. So yeah, I'll show you the cards again. I love those. Express your truth and evolution. So yes, DNA activating. And then there was another, I think it's Florence. Yeah, Florence B. I'd love to get message too. I've gone through the most intense transformation in the past months and years. Do you have any guidance on my soul's path? Yes, I will feel in. Oh, I like this card I just got for you. Okay, 3 came out for you. So this was the first one, and I felt like it really goes with your aura energy. So it says full spectrum. It's like a big rainbow with like all of the parts shining together. This one kind of came through with that one as well, and it's unique gifts. And then this one, I really felt this energy. It says vulnerability. So yeah, I will just try my best to translate what I'm feeling come through. And I'm just going to look over your question again just to make sure I get all of the parts. Intense transformation. Yeah. So I'm seeing that the intense things that you've been going through have been a bringing to life and reawakening of many parts of your soul from many places and many lifetimes. And it's been like very intense because it's almost like your journey has been like sped up. So it's like kind of given you an experience that is like the quickest way for you to have all of these pieces activated for you at once, all of your unique gifts, because it's required right now on the planet. So I'm feeling it's like this has happened even faster for you than was originally planned, because it's feeling like there is a real calling for your unique presence and your unique gifts. That full spectrum rainbow is really needed right now. And the vulnerability part, I'm getting that it's safe for you to be in your vulnerability. That's where a lot of your power is. And I'm really feeling like that's what's going to help other people. I'm really feeling like you really are being prepared to be helping other people in a deeper and more structured kind of way than ever before. So yeah, I think that's the main message that wanted to come through for you, Florence. Just scanning over your comments. Oh, Fatima. I hope I pronounced your name right, because I know it could be pronounced a couple of ways. But yes, I think so. You're asking if you're all going to be graced with a light language transmission today. I think definitely. Like, I don't have any of my effects set up, so I probably won't be doing like a sound bath, but definitely a light language transmission, because I can feel like a lot of energy wanting to express. And you said intense twin flame journey to the self. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Yeah. I think I will close off with light language. And you've also said that you think you may have undiagnosed ADHD. Yeah, but it helps me think outside the box, along with being registered blind. Oh, wow. Being part of this community, despite all, this is giving me much joy and hope. So thank you. I'm so glad that this can give that to you. And yeah, I feel you. And then Amrita, resonating with the butterfly symbol on your card. Yes. And then I'm seeing Taylor asking, can you feel your third eye? Can you expand on that question? Because I'm not quite sure what you mean. If you mean like right now, if you mean, yeah, I'm not quite sure how you mean that. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how to answer that at the moment. Oh, Angelica, I saw you were on Heather's live stream yesterday. Yes, I was, for a moment, right before I went to sleep. She's great. Activation, vibration. So I will get through some more. Okay, maybe I'll answer that question, but I'll get through some more questions that are on the original post, and I will answer Cynthia's question, which is, what is my favorite food? And the answer to that, it's kind of been the same for like a long time, but I would say sushi. Sushi is my favorite food. Might be typical for a mermaid. I don't know. Oh, okay. So Taylor, you meant, can you actually feel it on the forehead? Not exactly in the pineal gland, but the feeling between the eyebrows. Yes, I know what you're talking about. It's funny actually, because as a child, I would have really active third eye at night. Like, it's all connected because you've got the pineal in the kind of center of the head, and it has like a vortex of energy that connects to here. But yeah, like, I used to have this kind of buzzing feeling. I still get it, but it's just, I'm more used to it now. But it would be buzzing like that as I'd be going to sleep as a child, and I hated it, and I would try and cover my head, and I really wanted to have like, well, in the UK we call it fringe, but in the US you'll call it bangs. But I really wanted like that to like cover and protect like my forehead, because I didn't like the feeling. Like, it felt like it was like being touched. So strange, but I realized years later, like only recently, that that's what that was. That was the third eye being really active, because I used to have a lot of vivid dreams. Well, I still do, but a lot of vivid dreams, and I would see a lot of visions and things like in the dark as well. So it explains a lot. Yeah. Oh, Florence B is asking if I'm still following the Dr. Morse program and if it helped me. So I didn't ever strictly follow that as such. I was fruitarian for like, so I was raw vegan for, I think in total it would have been 5 months. Fruitarian for like 4 months. I think it was last year. And I mean, it was amazing. It was just very expensive. I couldn't really keep up with like just how much I had to eat because like I eat a lot and I get really hungry because I just burn a lot of energy, like a lot of mental energy and physical, and yeah, I needed a lot, so it was quite difficult to keep up with that. But I just decided I'd let myself fully try it, and I did notice a much calmer nervous system and like a vanishing of physical pain, and I was just able to deal with any situation that was coming towards me so much more easily, and my downloads were way so clear. I had so many downloads in great detail about like the body, about so many things. So yeah, I definitely do recommend, like, if you're ever called, that raw food is definitely really good. But also, I feel it's important to not get too like rigid and like scared to eat other foods if that's where you get called. So I'm just vegan again now, and I just kind of eat intuitively, like whatever I feel like. So yeah. Um, what else is there? Oh, you're welcome, Steven. I'm glad. Cynthia, I just took Pamela Arlen's class yesterday on opening the third eye. Her classes are so good. Really looking forward to being able to tune more in with mine. Yes. Incognito person, I'm guessing they're just on incognito mode. For some reason, you remind me of Grimes. I don't know why. It's funny, but like a lot of people have told me that in my life. I really do resonate with her. I found her like on YouTube one day, like when she was pretty small, like and new and everything. I can't remember what song it would have been, and I really resonated with like her art, and yeah, she seems like very spacey, fairy kind of energy. Yeah. Oh, Taylor, Pamela is amazing. That is where I found her really. Yeah, she really is. Okay, now what do I need to get to? So someone on the comments asked, how do you collect and embed the crystal rainbow light plasma into the music? I wish they were here live. Are they here live? Because yeah, I feel like I want to answer that, but I'm like, like I wonder specifically what they mean. Just feeling into it. Because I kind of want to cover like as many questions as I can. I guess the answer to that question would really be that, like, with my music, it's kind of just like an extension of who I already am, and like it's kind of like a reflection of my journey so far and like where I have journeyed to, and it's just like a communication and a translation of that. So if the person that asked that question happens to see this, then I hope that that answers it, and I hope that makes sense to everyone else as well. And that would be kind of hard to answer. I'll see if there's any easier ones to answer. So somebody asked, is it typical to get spontaneous involuntary body movements during light code downloads. And they said that they get mermaid-like swimming movements. So the answer to that would be yes. I don't know if a lot of you also channel light codes and light language, but you may have experienced that. But definitely I've experienced that a lot. Like it is very much part of the language, I find. Like there's the spoken, you can sing, you can write, and a lot of the times when I'm channeling, I find myself doing like mudras with my hands. Often it's this one, both hands. And I found out that this means earth energy, so it's interesting. It's like kind of like grounded energy. I find that helps me to like focus my channel, and really channel the energy. And Florence is asking, did your voice change after your walk-in experience? That's really interesting. So I feel like my voice is still going through like a process of changing, perhaps. I feel like it's strange, but I almost like don't. It's like I think it's quite common with channels, but I feel like I almost don't have a set way of talking like at the moment or something. Feels like very like I don't know, like swirly. But I mean, probably if I was to listen back to like older things, there would be similarities. Like I don't think I entirely like my voice entirely changed or anything, although there was a time when my singing voice changed, and that was in 2014, because I used to sing before, but it was just completely different. Thank you, Florence. It was completely different. Like it was very like I was very much trying to learn how to sing and like doing exercises and things like that, and it was just totally different. And then I had this experience, which I'll go into some point later more, but I basically saw a light ship while I was at a festival. And when I came back, it was also on really kind of magical lands as well. When I came back, it was like within that week, I had like my soul voice just like come through me. It was like suddenly coming from deeper, like just within, and it was ever since then that the singing that you hear now, that's kind of where that began. And it would just continue and continue, and from then it was like I could just sit with like a microphone or recording equipment, and music would endlessly come through and music would endlessly be in my head. So yeah, there was that. Did it help with your nervous system? Taylor's asking. Did what help with my nervous system? I'm guessing you may mean, I'm not sure if you mean the singing or the voice change, but let me know. And I will answer that. But yeah, I'll just answer one question that I received from an email, just in case the person tunes in. But they asked, what is my favorite instrument? And I don't know what I'm going to say. But I kind of began my musical journey with the piano. And I absolutely love the piano. And then I kind of came towards harp as well, in more recent years, like a few years ago, maybe. And I don't officially actually know how to play, but I play anyway, intuitively. But yeah, I really do. I really like the harp, but actually, I think I'm gonna have to say the piano, because yeah, it's just something about the piano. It's been a while since I've played and like actually played like a real piano. It's like one of my favorite things, like a real acoustic piano, Like, there's something about the wood, it just like carries the frequency so well and goes so deep, and you can just get such emotional music, and it really inspires me. So, and heals as well. It's something that's been with me like from very young, and that kind of carried through even after the walk-in. Although after the walk-in is when the harp came, so it's interesting. Um, yeah. So, oh, the light language and other awakenings, did it help with my nervous system? So um, I've had a difficult time with like having a calm nervous system so far, but recently a lot of progress has been made with that. But light language, like, definitely helps so much. I really find that sound and the frequency of our own voice is like one of the most powerful medicines for our nervous system to kind of tell us like we're okay and like regulate our nervous system. So definitely, like, I would say, if anything, that's like one of the things light language is like the most useful for, just calming that nervous system. So yeah. Incognito person, any advice on how to activate your own light language? I seem to only bring through light language when I hear others' light language. Do you know why this happens? That is a really good question. Um, I find that like when I hear other people speak light language, mine really comes through as well. Because there's some times in my life when I'm not speaking light language as much, and when I hear someone else speaking it, it comes through. So I feel like I don't know if I can say why, but I can say that it is definitely natural. Um, I mean, I guess it's like it's a communication soul to soul. So like when someone's speaking light language, they're speaking to the soul, and naturally the soul will want to speak back. So maybe that answers that part. And any advice on how to activate your own? I am working on this. I think I've really been hearing like around my collective field, a lot of people asking and wanting to activate it and speak it, and asking if I have classes or different things. So definitely I'm planning to do definitely uh like a music activation track, like a video about it, and a course. I definitely want to do all of those things. Um, And I'm also looking at doing sessions for this as well, because I feel like it's quite important um, for people at this time, because it really does help with if you're going through anything like intensely, like an intense spiritual experience can really help to like alchemize it and like process it and just calm the nervous system down and like speak to it in a language that it recognizes as well. So yeah, I hope I've covered most of that question. Oh, Taylor, the walk-in, did that help calm you? Well, if I just answer simply, probably no. But it's a process. Because I would say that now, as of recently, I've been experiencing like far more calmness than I ever could before. So, I mean, it's like in that way, yes. Like ultimately, that is what is supposed to happen, basically. Like, but there's just been a lot of stuff to clear, like a lot of memories from the natal soul and just within the body, stored traumas and things that have needed to be really like looked at and delved into and then like released, so that that calmness from the soul can really come through properly. So yeah, I'm like not as there as I know I'm going to be, but I'm also definitely like able to experience a lot more calmness than I ever have been in my life on planet Earth. So yeah, it's like yes and no. Um, yeah. Oh, someone, hello. I have to get to work soon, so I was wondering if there was a small message you could channel real quick, if that's okay. Let's see. I'll get the deck and I'll. I can feel the quickness of this. Woo. Okay, I don't quite know what this means, but I will try and have time to channel it. The infinite. So it may resonate with you. I might get another card just to clarify what that might mean for you. It's funny that there's like the shortness of time and it's the infinite. You have time. Okay. Clarification. Oh, okay. It's interesting. It's quite abstract stuff coming through for you. The seamless, unspeakable, and the infinite. I'm having a hard time translating this. Like, it's feeling like there's something very, like there's a very deep spiritual process going on for you right now. I'll take another card. Okay, this one. Manifestia. Okay, so it's feeling like, wow, there's something like very profoundly spiritual happening for you at this time. It's funny. It's very, there's some very abstract energy coming through, and it's like hard to translate. But it's interesting. I think it's just from the time, the kind of time limit. It makes it harder to bring something like this through because it feels like there's actually quite a lot of energy. But if you do get the chance to, if you have to go away, then if you do get the chance to tune back, oh, you're still here. That's good. If you get the chance to tune back, you can always hear the rest. Anyway, so Manifestia. Oh, so I'm feeling that there's something. So you're sowing the seeds right now of your dreams, and I'm feeling like there's like a desire to be expressing your creativity. Like it feels like you're a very expansive soul, and all of this energy is asking you for an outlet to express it. So I'm thinking, like, I'm seeing like painting. I don't know if that resonates with you, but I'm seeing like kind of painting, almost like painting your dreams, and like those abstract energies that are coming in to connect with you. Yeah, they're asking for an outlet, basically. So yeah, I think that's the core of your message. That was funny though. It totally like kind of swept right over me. I'm like, woo. Incognito person, your Lemurian Healing Waters energy video has helped me a lot. I felt memories of Lemurian coming back. I'm not sure if I had a lifetime on Lemuria, but I felt something unlocking. Definitely, like I really do feel like if you were here, like you definitely will have had a lifetime on Lemuria. I think like a lot of us here on the chat right now will definitely resonate as well. But I love that you've connected with that that healing. I really enjoy that one as well. Yeah. Wow, white dragons, crystal temples. I even saw myself flying on a dragon. I love that there's a lot of dragon energy coming through on the planet right now, and it's really good. They have like such an energy of like purity and like just things done right. And I feel I always had this vision of them when I first connected to the dragons, and it was that like the dragon breath. It's like it tests the structure of things. So if something is like harmonically and structurally sound, like systems or whatever, it could be anything, then it's like they can withstand the dragon breath. But if something is out of alignment and it's like the dragon breathes its breath on it, then things will fall to be restructured. So I feel like that is a really core gift of the dragon that I've received through anyway. But yeah, I feel like that's something they can really help with. Let's see, where am I at? The dragon, I believe, can be spirit. Definitely. The dragon is like a very like original, like primordial form of source, like one of the first kind of forms of source energy. So it makes sense. And you also get like the ether dragons as well, which are some of my favorites to work with, other than the water dragons, of course, crystal ones too. Yeah, I'll see if there are any more questions in on the posts that are coming through and standing out right now. And if not, I will check the chat and then I'll bring through some light language and then close off for now. But it's been very fun so far. There's some good questions here, I think. Why? Okay, so someone is asking, does your music and art do for you? Wait, do for you what you hope it does for others? That makes perfect sense. Okay, so what they're asking, I think, is if like I get the healing effects from like the art and the music that I do. And the answer to that would be yes, like 100%. It kind of was what brought those gifts out in me, and I feel like that is the case for everyone. That the medicine that we bring is also the medicine that we need, and it's what we also heal ourselves with. So yeah, like music for me has been something that has really helped me like to live and exist and survive and to really get through things that have been difficult. So that's where it really originates. And it's like if I feel it worked with me, then that's what tells me that it's going to help other people. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. We'll just check the chat and then I will bring through a transmission as well. Oh yeah, they're so powerful. You feel them when they enter your energetic field. Yeah, they really are. Can be very intense as well. I really like the music that comes through as well. Like for the dragons, I actually should do some of that on this channel. I did it like a long time ago. I did a song called "Chant of the Sacred Dragon." I think it's on one of my albums on Bandcamp, and it's on my other YouTube channel because I have like another one like that was smaller that I started a long time ago, but it just didn't really grow as much as this one. But yeah, there's a dragon song on there, which I really like. Wow. Stephen Brogan saying, I've been drawn to the light code songs of Lemuria. Like I know I am. I fit all attributes. Yes. And then Incognito is asking any astral projection tips. I might have one or two. I remember like being so fascinated by it, like when I was younger, and really wanting to have those experiences. And then someone told me that often we are astral projecting a lot of the time without remembering actually leaving the body. So a lot of the time, if we're having dreams, vivid dreams, lucid dreams, sometimes we are already like out of body and traveling, like astral projection. But a way to do it consciously. So if you ever get sleep paralysis, this is how I began to do it. If you ever get like sleep paralysis, if you can get past the fear of it and actually get like, right, yes, like it's an opportunity because that is actually a really helpful tool for getting out of body. So it's like when the physical body doesn't move, but your mind is kind of coming awake. If you can just keep your mind clear so that you're not manifesting like strange experiences in between like the process, a good thing to do is to either like try and roll over, or like even just imagine yourself sitting up or flying or floating or something like that. And usually that helps to begin to go out of body. But there's also other things you can do, like you can focus yourself on your heart space, and usually that will bring this rising vibration, and you can just like raise the energy through the heart. And the heart really helps you to, when you travel, it helps you to go to like a good place that is like off your highest heart. So yeah, that's a couple of things anyway for now, but I could talk about that more in depth somewhere else. And Jason's asking, do you, like, I'm guessing, do you do water fasting? I don't. Like, I'm not really much for fasting because like I don't know, like I seem to like need a lot of like fuel. And anytime that I've tried fasting or like intermittent fasting, personally, it's not really been like the best. I know it works for some people. So I think everyone's different. So yeah, like if someone is called, like I feel like I can probably trust that. But also to be careful with it. um, but yeah, like it's something it's different for everyone, I think. Is there anything I've missed? Oh, girl, I've been attempting sleep paralysis for 2 years now. Oh, okay. So there's another part that I could probably say. So something, I tend to be like kind of a light sleeper a bit. Well, it varies, but so I wake up in the mornings, and I remember like my astral travel got really strong when I started to have my curtains like open a little bit, so the light would come in with the sun in the morning, and that would wake me up. And so when I'd wake up in the morning and then go back to sleep, that's when I would have sleep paralysis. So I don't know if you've already tried that. Um, but there's something about when you've been asleep for the night and you wake up and then you go back to sleep. There's something there about having like lucid dreaming experiences and astral travel. It helps. So yeah, I don't know if that will help you more. I don't know what that question or what that comment means. Steven, do you do one-on-one? Oh, now I do. That's funny. I just was like, what does that mean? It just looked like the same words. So at the moment, I don't, but I do intend to. So I'm just still formulating exactly like the structure and like what's needed right now, and what people are kind of like most asking for. Um, so feel free to like reach out to me. You can reach out to me on the membership, or by email, and like you can just let me know like what kind of thing you're needing, and I will see like the timeline of how I can offer that and everything. Because I really do want to start doing that. Like, I'm really excited actually about the idea of this. I have done so in the past, but I feel like things have evolved even more, and yeah, it would be really nice to definitely be doing one-on-one. I think I saw like a brief question about one-on-one at the beginning. I don't know if that was also you, but yeah, perfect. But yeah, welcome to the membership. Heart-shaped sunglasses, maybe custom sound healings for each person. Yeah, like, so the way that I have enjoyed to work before, and like technically it's available. I haven't, like officially put it out there, but I can do like one-on-one sound healing journeys. Often they'll be 2 hours long. Um, I'm thinking about introducing like maybe short versions of things, just because it might be easier for some people as well. But yeah, I basically have facilitated kind of sound journeys one-on-one, where people can travel into their soul records with the water guides, and through the water temples. So yeah, like that is something that I'm always going to be offering. But I'd say like, yeah, it's gonna be in a little bit when I actually have it all organized where I can like take on like a lot more people, I think. Because yeah, I find like when I've worked with people in the past, like I often have to have like a lot of downtime too. So that's why I've not like got it out there and available to like book yet, but I will. Um, and yeah, like also custom sound healings in the past. Like I have done like kind of custom channeled music for people, and that's been really beautiful. Like people have loved doing that. Like sometimes it will be for their soul healing something, particular purposes and intentions, and other times it's for like if they are running a course or they are running an event or a retreat. And that's gone really, really well before. So I think definitely I'm going to be bringing that back. I was actually thinking of that tonight, so it's very aligned that you said that. Oh wow, someone's there in Bali, Indonesia. I really want to go there so much. Like I've been thinking of Bali today and recently. It just seems like such a beautiful place to go. I think my soul is like calling out for it this year. Maybe it will happen. We'll see. Okay, so I think I'm just about ready to do the transmission and then close the space. Ah, heart-shaped sunglasses is saying yes. I'd love a custom song. Beautiful. I will. If you, I'm trying to think of the best way. Because yeah. So I've got a couple of email addresses. I think they are linked somewhere. I need to organize all this stuff. But if you want to reach out to me, like we can definitely arrange that. Yeah. If there's anything that anyone watching this is like thinking like, oh, I would love to have that, like definitely reach out and ask and we can arrange things. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I saw someone else asking a question. It was Amrita saying, am I originally from the UK that I don't have a UK accent? Oh. Thank you. Yeah, I actually am. Like I'm in the UK now. From the UK. I've not really been to a lot of places. So that's kind of cool that I don't sound like I have the accent though. I think it's maybe like a lot to do with channeling. Sometimes I feel like it's like my native language, and the way that I think is almost like in light language. So I think it almost takes away like the I don't know, like this specific distinctive like way of speaking like around me. But I mean, I think sometimes people do pick up like that. Um, I'm from the UK and they can kind of hear my accent, but I guess it must be softer. So that's cool. Oh, you're so welcome, Taylor. It was so funny. I like didn't know I was going to do this, but I just got guided as usual. It's usually how it happens. I will try and schedule some lives, and I do intend to do some sound healings and singing as well. But for like a couple of years, I've had trouble with YouTube, like really degrading the sound quality. But recently, I have learned of software that I can use to kind of get around that. So um, that will be really good. But I'll probably just do it anyway. And then there's always the option that I think I'm going to do definitely, like, if not before the very end of this month, which is like, actually, that'd be tomorrow. So if not tomorrow, then sometime early May, I will do some more like channeled messages for like personal readings live, because I think that's definitely fun. I like the energy and I want to give a little bit more time and energy and attention to it. So yeah, I'll definitely announce that too, so that you'll know to tune in. And yeah, there'll not be any issues with the audio quality for talking, so that's a good thing. It's just when I'm singing with a lot of like reverb, it seems to just go a little bit crazy. Because yeah, I think it's just the way YouTube's set up now. It's like you have to do all this like technology stuff that I don't really know. Well, I didn't really know how to do until recently. The other day, when some people have like told me the stuff that I need to know so that I can do these live streams and have all of the reverb and the effects and everything. It'd be really nice to be able to do it in full quality, kind of like my recordings, to do that live, because it's something I really enjoy and I have done in the past. Aurelia Codes ASMR. Yeah. I'm glad you decided to go live. Out of all the times I have to be on YouTube, so exciting. I love that, the synchronicity of it. Okay. Is there something else I'm gonna reply to? Oh, I think it's time for the transmission. I am also going to be pulling a card for everyone who is here, tuning in now, tuning in later. Is it one card? Is it more than one card? Okay, cool. I think I will. Okay, I've got the cards here, but I'm going to channel first. Oh, you pulled cards for me. Okay, I'm going to channel this energy and then I'll show you the cards, and just share anything that comes through as well. Okay. There's a lot of energy here. I love it because it's like the beginning of something new, of like a new chapter. Oh, seeing flashes of light. Okay. So for everybody here listening, tuning in, taking this time to be here, thank you. Thank yourself, and I thank you as well. Uana kuana uana. Ia 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 uara kuae. Iuana ia kuana iara. Iana kuana kia. Iarakua iana uku iarakua shasaya. Iana uala nakua iarawakuana. Nemua ia ukua arakua kasua. Sia una ua kua. Aruana kua iarakua iaka. Namua iaka namua. Iana kuara kuana. Meu au nakuarua. Iana kuana ia. Ia aya nakuarawa. Se una namua kuana kuaraka. Ia akua. Iara akua. Namua iara kuasha. Iara kuara kuasha ua. Just allowing yourself to receive and be here now. Okay, so I will share the cards. The first one was Balanced Forces, which is really perfect for what I was talking about at the beginning of the video a little bit, about the balancing of the two sides of the brain. I'm feeling like it's a lot about balancing with the physical and the spiritual. And I'm feeling like that is very much a theme for this year for a lot of us. It's having the physical structures in place that are supportive to our spirit, to allow it to be able to express more and to have the outlet that it needs. This really mirrors my own personal journey a lot as well, and I can really feel how it mirrors the journey of many people, star seeds, light workers around me too. So yeah, Balanced Forces. The other one, it's just beautiful art here, is Loving Compassion. So yeah, I felt like that is having self-compassion, even if things are not easy, or even if we think that we're not where we're supposed to be or where we thought that we would be by now. But the balancing of the forces, the physical and the spiritual, will also really help with that. And just, yeah, like really do things for yourself that are a physical manifestation of that self-compassion. Whether it's something that you know that you've needed for a long time, like go and do that, go and get that, whatever it is, you will know. So yeah, that's what came through for this group. Everyone that's here live and everyone that's going to be tuning in to this when I've uploaded it. It was really cool when I was channeling. I noticed there were 17 people here and 17 likes, so it was like 1717. I knew like it meant alignment. Oh, Fatima is saying, I love all the beautiful souls present here. Thank you all so very much. Me too. Really, really nice energy. Like, I feel so lucky to have been able to come out here on YouTube, and really from the beginning, like, it just seemed like this was so aligned. Like, it just seemed to reach who it was meant to. It seemed to just reach straight to you all and continue to grow. And I've just seen like just so much like amazing feedback that is exactly like what I dreamed of, like that they would be reaching you in these ways, and feeling what I feel as well, like when I create these, and like the healing that I experience, it's really a gift that you also can experience that with me. But yeah, let's see what else. Oh wow, Stephen Bergen saying this feels like my other awakening, like I am hair standing up and like I'm catching my breath. Amazing. Oh wow, Fatima just saw 1717 on her microwave. That is something. I want to look this up. Like I could tune in, but sometimes I'll just look up what 17 is. Yeah, because sometimes like the message that's written is like just what you're meant to see. Oh, and Taylor sharing that all cards equal 18 added up, which we know is 9. Numerology 9 is the Christ consciousness. Yes. It's also my life path number, so that makes sense for it to be connected to the Christ consciousness. I have quite a lot of friends also who have the life path number 9. It's really cool. I didn't know that before. Okay, so I think we're closing off. It's going to be like 1 hour, 17 minutes, I think. But yeah, just thank you so much for joining. And anyone that has anything that they would like to reach out about, feel free. One of my email inboxes is full, but I am probably going to start to use a new one. So, but I think there is a link somewhere. But if you want, I'll actually put an email in the chat. Aurelia Light Temple is a good email to get in touch with me through. AureliaLightTemple@gmail.com. Here you go. Okay, so yeah, if anybody, yes, the live will be up after it ends. So yeah, like if you need to get in touch about potential future one-on-one work or custom channelings of light language, sound healing, or anything that's coming through that you're inspired to ask about, that's probably the best email to get in touch through. But yeah, I will be going live again. If not tomorrow, May, a couple of times at least. So I'll see you all then. Thank you so much.